Welcome to Underground Evolution tutorial part 1. On this tutorial we're going to show you how to create an account and just the basics of Underground Evolution. Now obviously the first thing we need to do is go to the websites, and the URL or the website address for it is www.underground-evolution.com. Now if you prefer, you can also always go to google.com, or you can just search for us and you will find us immediately. So let's do it that way. Let's just go to google.com right now, and while that loads, as you can see, this is a real website. It's just not some hidden interface that I'm using in the computer, and we will put there Underground Evolution and press enter. Now luckily, well, here we're on the first page. We're also on the first link. So just click on the link and it will take us to our main site. Now while this loads, let me just explain to you. Basically Underground Evolution is a 100% free online Mafia game. There are quite a few games out there like ours, but we try to keep ours as updated as much as possible. We always try to put out the newest things and try to be a bit more creative in order to keep our players and to gain new ones. Now this is the main site, as you can see, and on this site here we have the registration. You can see some screenshots. You can tell your friends. Then we have another site which we'll talk a bit more in depth later, which is called World of Underground Evolution, and that's where we keep our tutorials, where we keep our forums, where we keep a bit more of hints and tips, and our terms and conditions. Now if we scroll down a bit, here we have a few buttons. As you can see, we're on Facebook. We also use Twitter and StumbleUpon. Okay, but enough about that, and let's register an account. So if we go up here and we click on register, as such, it will take us to the next screen. Okay, here's a registration form. Now it's very important that on this registration form that you put a valid email address. Now what does that mean? Obviously the program won't know if that is your email address or not, but you will be receiving an activation link the minute you press submit. Now in order to play the game, you will have to click on a link that we will send you by email. Otherwise you won't be able to log in. So let's create a user, and we'll create a default user called tutorial as such, and try to put a good password. I'll just put a default one here, but it's very important that you put a good password so no one can guess your account and pretend they're you and cause harm. And right here is where you have the email address. This is where I told you guys that you have to put something valid, so just put one of our default email addresses, and here you need to choose your gender. Now here obviously it's up to you. Obviously there's two genders, male, female. It doesn't really matter which one you use. Preferably you'll use the one that you are, although we do have a few people that like to play as their alter egos and play with different genders. Now the promotional code, if you don't know this, then it's because you don't have one, so just leave that blank. So once you fill out everything, you click on submit. Okay, and here you will receive a little message saying that we sent you an activation code. Now let's just pop really quickly into our email so you can see roughly what that looks like. And it's just, as you can see, it's arrived already. And here it is. Okay, you're going to receive from noreply@undergroundevolution.com. Now basically, sometimes we have seen that this will go into your spam folder. So if you haven't received anything within the next, I don't know, few minutes or so, try your spam folder, try your inbox. There might be a possibility that you got or you entered your wrong email address. If that's the case and you haven't received anything within, let's say, 2 hours, well, most likely is that you wrote your email incorrectly and you will have to create a new account. This is done for security purposes. We don't want bots and spammers to join the game as easily. Hence, that's why we entered this security measure. Now, if we click on the email, you will see roughly how it looks like. So basically, it just tells you, well, hello, thank you for registering, blah blah blah. Click on this link. So if we click on this link, or we can just copy it. Let's just copy it and enter it here, and we will activate the account. And there it is. Congratulations, you've just activated your account. You can now log in here by clicking